Yes, hello there. I just want to make something else clear today. This is my second video today on January 9th, 2024. The beautiful made up dates. I want to make it clear that I'm not in favor of so called gods to rule over me. I am fair and natural. I don't believe in other people ruling over me by the so-called made-up gods, goddesses, kings, and queens that's supposed to mind their business right. If they're playing God, goddess, king, or queens in the courthouse or other government made-up businesses. If they're doing for people in the communities, for myself or other people in the communities, they're supposed to do so without my having to refer to them as a god, goddess, king, or queen. I don't have to refer to them as so. But if they're for helping people in the communities, so be so, beautifully and respectfully, without the person having to hear the word God's unfairly. God unfairly. They don't really talk about the goddess because they're more so for the made up God, for the male to play God. That's why they don't talk about Father Nature because they want the male to play God or King. They talk more so about Mother Nature because they're saying she's more so real. Although there are beautiful, fair-doing natural males too. There's fair, beautiful, natural-doing males in each city, state, and country. There's beautiful females and males. They're fair and natural doing. Those are the ones that's supposed to be in the courthouse. Those are the only gods that I really would be for at certain times, depending on the situation. If I feel it's worth going to the court for, because there's a lot of wronging and cheating in courts. There's some unfair gods that require to be removed from their position. It's some females and males that's calling themselves gods unfairly in the courthouse. And in other situations, they're calling themselves God unfairly and unreally, dishonestly. Their help for people isn't real help. It's unfair. They act to help to get the person in a certain situation, and when they feel safe, they wrong, cheat, and or abuse the male or female that they want from unfairly or abusively, or they're jealous of them. It's something about the person, the fair or other unfair people that they're jealous of. There's people like that. There's a whole bunch of them. They're unfair. They got beauty about them, and they're jealous of other person's beauty. The person can be fair. The person can be unfair. They're just unfair, abusive people. But I just want to make clear, I don't play that business, that taught. I'm 55 years old. I've never played that business the way some people are playing it, and they're coming to me with that kind of talk, and they shouldn't do it because I never made an agreement for them to come and talk that way to me, and not for me to believe in it because I'm natural. I believe in myself first, respectfully. I believe if I don't take care of myself right, I won't be able to take care of other persons right. That's my family members. My close family members, born through the body of my mother, Lillian Farmer, born through the body of my father, William Farmer, that made it together, had sex together to birth 10 bodies into the world. Those are my family members and their children and their children's children. Those are my family members, some cousins, some aunts and uncles, not the fake ones. There may be some halves. I may claim some people as family members because I've known them a lot since a young person, and they have some type of relationship in the family. I may refer to them in fairness as nieces and nephews in fairness. Other than that, I don't refer to no person, female nor male. I don't refer to them to rule over me in no way. If their position is to help me through the government offices, they're supposed to do so without pressing that word for me to hear. They're supposed to do so. If I'm going to hear that word, it's fair to hear it in the courthouse. When I stand before the judge, if I were to stand before the judge and the judge says, "Do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God?" That's the only way I'm fair to refer to the judge, because I'm expecting for the judge to make fair judgments, to make legal judgments for me to get fairness. And if they don't do it, they're supposed to be removed from their positions. Straight up. I'm straight up for real honest. I say the art correctly. Say the art correctly. Don't say it wrong. Don't say it wrong to be to show up as an ugly, mean person, to put the words in order, to wrong, cheat, and or abuse a person that's done no such. To them, it's illegal business. It's unfair, illegal business depending on the height of the wrongdoing the person do to the person, because they're really jealous or insecure, or they're unfair control freaks. They're jealous of right. They know the person's right, and they're trying to break the person, to not to discourage the person to practice unfair or abuse. There's a lot of people like that in each city, state, and country. In each city, state, and country. That's why they say there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because there's a lot of people that's they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not minding their business correctly. Therefore, they're looking to be unfairly in other person's lives. Two wrongs may not be right. There's two people or three or more that make a decision to do certain work together. If they do certain business together amongst them, for them to have unfair, it's fair, because they agreed it amongst them, but they're not supposed to do it to other person that they know that's not for it and didn't request it from them. They're not supposed to do it, whatever business it is. But when they're in the government offices working for the people, they're supposed to work to make sure that the people that they're working for get fairness respectfully. I don't need to hear other persons talk about the made up gods, the goddesses that they really don't talk about, because a lot of them are much too unreal. They're worse than him. They don't even want to talk about it. That's why they don't really talk about the goddess. And they talk about Mother Nature in some ways, because there are some fair, natural doing females. But there's also some fair and natural doing males that they don't want to talk about. That's why they don't talk about Father Nature, because they're trying to make the male be for more so for the fake. That's why I'm not against a lot of males, because a lot of males are being wronged, cheated, and abused, like some beautiful, fair doing females. I'm one of them that some people have been trying to break by wronging, cheating, and abusing me, trying to make me appear to practice made up business unfairly. I practice made up business fairly. If I say words unfairly to a person that's talking unfairly to me, that's legal. I'm fair to speak unfairly to a person that's speaking the words unfairly or confusingly or lying to me. I'm fair to get a lie back. That's how life goes. People or persons reap what they sow. Bottom line. That's the truth. I keep it real. You know what I mean?